Obviously, from our perspective, just a really complete game. I walked in our facility here today. We've got some recruits here, and I couldn't believe how loose our facility was. It was crazy awesome. I don't know that I could have drawn it up that we were going to run rule a good Arizona team, but I liked what I saw right when I walked in here today, and so credit these guys. These guys just love each other. They're having a blast. They're obviously playing well. I thought Lexi was really good, and our offense was really the story here. I thought the defense made some nice plays too, but the offense they were relentless. It was the cowgirl way, and it was really cool. A lot of walks, a lot of base runners, a lot of pressure. Karli obviously hit her first hit was really the most impressive one, if you want to know the truth in my mind. Getting the base hit up the middle, I thought was huge. And then her home run, Mick had the big, her first hit was a rocket that hits the home run. I mean, she's grinding with this knees, and so I'm so proud of her and just the way she's just fighting through. It's a tough team, and I'm very proud of them. I thought Claire obviously had the big home run and another hit, so just a good game all the way around. Very proud of our team, and the job's not done. That's what I told them. This is a proud team, Arizona. They know how to win. They've won a lot, and so we're gonna have to come out and play our best game. So excited about the opportunity ahead.
Questions? Also, the wind was coming in today, so not a lot of people would think that a lot of home runs would come out of this, but it did. You talked about it. The offense just really showed up today.
Yeah, the offense was just good. I thought it was a weird wind. It's kind of cool when we play at night like this. It gives our fans all day to get charged up, and that's what they did. They were awesome. And when I walked out and I saw the wind, I thought, it's kind of an interesting wind this time of year. But it wasn't blowing hard enough. I think it held up. Somebody else, did you first one? Did you hit one?
It was Talon.
Talon hit one good. Then I was like, ooh, that may go. And then the wind, it just kind of knocked it down. On a normal day, it could have left. But just a complete day, complete game all the way around.
Talking about Talon, she was, I think, 4 for 36 to end the regular season. And now she's had, I think, 7 hits now in the postseason alone. Do you notice that with her? Did you sense something that's kind of turned her around? And obviously the defensive play she had at the end of the second was pretty impressive.
Yeah. She, she's frustrating, to coach at times. I love her to death. You guys know that, but the bigger the moment, Talon can rise up and be whoever she wants, to be. And it's wild. She gets caught up at times, looking at her average, looking at things that don't matter. She gets caught up in who we're playing. It's I'm kind of bored. But I knew Talon would be here today. I could see it. I knew it. It's big game talent. It always has been here. She just steps up and she loves the moment. So if we can get Talon to kind of mature into that every moment is the moment, she'll do everything that she wants. Everything. She's capable of being anything that she wants to be. And I don't ever worry about her in a big game, in a big moment, a big crowd. She seems to play well.
Kenny, you said Karli, she'll give you dirty looks sometimes. It looked like she was smiling at you today when she was coming around.
I got her whip now. It's easy. I got her. So no, it's cool. I was most impressed here today with her BP. I was talking to a buddy of mine. We were watching her, and I was like, oh, she's kind of moving really good today. It was real easy. It was real smooth. I was like, this is the good Karli. When everything's moving like that, it's good. So I enjoy these guys. I enjoy challenging her. We had a little fun time in practice yesterday. I got under her skin a bit, and she got me back, and I was like, hey, nobody's off limits here. I'm not, they're not. We have fun. I like to poke and prod them. I like to challenge them, and that's what I think helps them at times. So I'm just proud of her, and it was good stuff.
With as much as Lexi pitched last weekend, how important was that when you guys had the opportunity to end it early that you
got it done and didn't deserve it?
I mean, it seems nice, but I mean, Lexi's a horse. Like, she is what it is, and she's the example of what an ace is, and she's not giving the ball up. So I know that. We talked about maybe making a move, and I was like, let's just finish this thing off. You know what I mean? It's cool out. She's had the whole week off. She takes care of herself. She's very self-aware with her body and what goes in there and how to take care of it. And she knows when things feel weird. She knows exactly what it is and how to talk to Chance and Mike about getting it right. So special.
All that said, you mentioned last week for the Michigan game that part of the factor in starting her was that they hadn't seen her. Now, obviously, you're going to face a team that has seen her. Do you factor that in as you make a decision for tomorrow?
Oh, why do you got to ask me that right now, Scott? Haven't even talked about it yet. We'll probably go home and just kind of sit down and chill out a bit, and then start thinking about that. Ivy needs to throw. To be very honest, like, we can't go another week where she doesn't get enough work. Like, we can't ride one arm here. I mean, no matter what, I'm not gonna make the mistake I made this past year when I should have been pitching Lexi way more. I'm very hyper aware of that, but I also know that it's gonna take us to get through all this stuff. We need Ivy to do a throw. I'm gonna talk to Carrie and the staff, and we'll just kind of work through it. But I really don't know where we're going yet.
I think you guys have won 15 straight postseason games here. How fun is it getting to play postseason ball here, this place?
I mean, I think we earned it in preseason, obviously, and during conference play. And playing here it's amazing. And today, especially, I don't know if y'all agree, but it was really loud and it was crazy, and we can feed off of that easily. And so I love playing in front of our stadium.
Yeah, they really showed up today, and they do every game, but today was just kind of different, and it just gets better and better each time. I heard, that's why you come here to play, and I heard all about it, but it just exceeds the limits every time.
Karli, obviously we heard about what practice was like with y'all, the bed and the joking. Just what was that like from your bench? What did you happen to hear or see anything that he said about you after that one?
No, I didn't, but but like you said, sometimes I need to get mad and work through things, and I think that's what it did, in a fun way. And then we laughed and joked about it in the end, and like I said, I think it helped me to a certain degree.
Did you forget to glare at him or give him a dirty look when you were coming around tonight, or were you just too happy to?
I guess I was too happy.
To follow up on just the atmosphere, you had a couple hundred people beyond, left field watching on a big screen. You had the firemen up on their ladder overlooking the field. What do you just think as you kind of sense the excitement and kind of what you felt to build here?
I was driving in on Thursday before practice. It was early, and I drove in, and I turned on Duck Street to McElroy there, and I just kind of I turned my head and kind of looked at our stadium, and I was like, man, this place has changed. Like, this is not what we started with. And I'll be honest, like, Jesse Martin, my sport administrator, he deserves the credit here. Like, he keeps pushing the limit. He keeps pushing the boundary. We're already, like, he sent me this list last week of 15 things. Like, he had a view of the stadium, like a Google view, or a Google Earth view, and it had 15 focal points of things that we're gonna address when the season's done. Adding more seats in right field. We're gonna be putting in a new scoreboard in center field. It's gonna be massive. LED lights. We're talking about putting a third level on the decks in left field to make it even higher. It's just adding bathrooms, adding concrete for food trucks, just things that we've got to do until we can get this stadium built. And when I turned back on Thursday morning and looked at that, I was like, man, it kind of gave me this kind of really weird feeling in my gut. But it's what I knew was possible here. Like when I took this job, I said I had to come here and play baseball against Gary Ward's teams, and it was brutal, and it was not fun. And the fans were like, they could care less what the score was. They could care less if they were down. They could care less if they were up. It was relentless on you, on the opponent. And I'm just thankful Vanessa's husband, Matt, I mean, him and Chris Ball got the trucks going a long time ago, and then it turned into decks, and now it's turned into just the most important ticket in this town. It's the hardest one to get. There's a waiting list a mile long. It's really cool to see what's happened here. It's these guys who have created the interest, and then it's our people inside that are willing to keep going and just keep pushing the bar every day.
You had mentioned obviously that you guys were gonna have to go in for a fight today with Arizona. Tomorrow, at game 2, this is where they went into regionals last week and did what they did. How do you continue this momentum?
It's the cowgirl way. It's relentless. It's excellent. It's passionate, and that's how we'll come out and play. These guys, I mean, these guys aren't afraid. I'm talking about our team. We're not afraid of anything. We're not afraid of anybody. We don't really care. We will come out and play against the game. That's it. We're not playing Arizona. We're playing against the game, and we're trying to be perfect against the game. That's it. And that's what we talk about. It's what we focused on. I don't care what the jersey says, who's over there, who's in the stands. We're going to try to beat the game. That's it, and that's the way we'll approach it.
Micaela, how did you feel? How did you feel hitting that home run, and just how do you feel physically at this part of the season?
Yeah, I mean, last weekend wasn't the best weekend for me, so it definitely felt good to have a good day today. It's kind of what I needed, and I worked at practice a lot. I got frustrated some. Even talked to Coach G and Shippy a lot this past week. Physically, like he said, just trying to grind through it, doing what I can, and like I have a new role this season, and that's to hit, and so I've just been trying to do that, and being a better leader and being a better teammate, and so yeah, it's been easy with these guys because they show me a lot of grace with it too. There's some practices where I can't practice, and they are okay with it, and so I think it's special to have that here. So.
When she came around third, I saw not a good look in her face, and I was concerned. And her knees they're just popping out, like literally just popping out. So she had to go inside, and they kind of wiggled around a bit, and she came back out. She goes, "It's back in," and everybody went nuts. And that's the kind of fun that this group has, and it's real, and it's unique. Special, and I think that's the things that make this team so dang good. They really do care.
How important is that environment to helping players be able to get recovered and play through certain things that might be a struggle? I assume having that light atmosphere makes that easier, right?
I think so. I think that's probably something that you could answer better because it's you that's hurt.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Hurting.
I think like all of my coaches and teammates have been really good at showing me support for it. I mean, there's been a couple times where my parents are like, "Are you sure you want to play? Like, are you sure?" And I'm like, and there's no question in my mind about it. Like, I'll go until I can't, and until I can't is till we have a ring on our finger. And so that's the mindset I'm in right now.
Last couple questions.
Players.
Micaela, did you, so Karli hit her homer in the third, and then Claire leads off the fourth. Did you kind of sense that y'all were in a position to start passing the bat at that point?
I think since we started the game, we were in a position to pass the bat. From Jill's walk, and she scored, I think that we were going from there, and I don't think it ever stopped, and I think that's why that game just kind of shut down, and however many innings, I think we had a 0 up on the board for 1 or 2, but other than that, it started from the beginning. So.
Guys, just to be able to go and hope and sweep tomorrow, you're looking for the sweep tomorrow to then head to the World Series. What would it mean for this possibly a last game here at Cowgirl Stadium for the season?
I mean, it would mean a lot. Like, I know the crowd and like our fans are still gonna show up, but just not taking a moment for granted. Yeah, I'm only a freshman and I still have 3 more years left, but they do go by quick. So just soaking it all in and then preparing for what's next.
Thanks everybody for that Arizona intro.